Fully loaded. We out here for the main event at the Railway Club. Van City, make some fucking noise. I'm your host, Red Shirt Mike. Got a crazy co-host right here. I'm in Vancouver, bitch! Dizaster, you already know I wasn't gonna miss this shit, man. It's the main event. Set the bar. You already know what time it is.
Yeah. G-Show, Block Party. Big fan of both these guys here. We also had CRB in the building today, so I want to say rest in peace to Corms, and also long live Pat Stay, man.
All right, Pete Pat Stay. We about to get into this battle real quick. Battler, on my left, the final and last champion of Smoked Out Battles. Introduce yourself.
Hello, it's Pathogenic, Gutter Gorillas, Bad Action, Glock Party, long live Pat Stay.
Battler, to my right, tell him who you are.
I'm also in Vancouver.
Let's go!
Ellipsis, Zesty Suspects, Quality Control. Let's fucking go, baby.
Let's go. Yo, Path, call it.
I'm going first.
Oh, Pat's going first. Let's go.
Okay.
I wanted to return bad.
Shut the
But to do that, my pay had to take a light cut. But that's fine. Vancouver's beautiful, and I only live in Calgary, so it's not like the flight sucks, right? Plus, I haven't seen a lot of y'all since my horrific train accident. And this love, the reception, it has really been a nice touch. And I felt that. As soon as I walked into the venue, what's this place called?
Railway Nightclub.
Yo, Mike's fucked. What the fuck, man? Let's go. The event's already called Fully Loaded. You had to get some more ammo and supply it to Nat. Against Whoomp, he dressed up as a conductor. Am I in a trap? I can't escape this fucking angle. People told me just let it slide. Set aside your pride and relax. You're in the wild, wild west. Yeah, it's criminal, but why struggle? Just accept now that your life stays tied to the tracks. BC!
Are you dead?
I am finally back! And what, you're supposed to try and stop me, Diane Fossey? Well, take notes, because you'll see gorillas in the midst of the blood spray and dead troops. A bullet will put a hole in lips and it'll whistle through the head wound. Your career at King of the Dot Van is like when you don't survive in GoldenEye. You just end up dying in a red room. Said he'd handle arcane like an archmage, but couldn't capture the magic, and instead that just spelled doom. I'll bring hell to him. A fire breather, my breath is fumes. I spit flames over lips, even if it's melt in my mouth like expensive food. Real deal CD. I got the chef in tune when I check his crew, shaving off the side of the lemon squeeze, and we about to make this zesty too. Zesty Suspects? Really? Imagine a world where that's not just a gimmick.
Zesty.
What can you tell me about the suspects? Well, sir, it says here that they were, they were zesty. It's odd and specific. Witnesses say they were wearing flamingos, bananas. They couldn't tell. Too much gloss in the glisten. Well, what about the police sketch? You've got to be kidding. What is this, Salvador Dali's rendition of a naughty magician? Y'all dress like weirdos. Y'all dress like weirdos on purpose. So this is a style clash, but I'm stopping the critics. All along, it's been the Autobahn. Path hasn't got any limits. 3 battles here. I've already won 2/3 ellipsis to the letter, like an umlaut. How I'm talking is different from the dots on the writtens. It's Vancouver's self-crowned king. Well, I have him dropping the image. He won't be a blue blood anymore, because it all looks red once there's some oxygen in it. You think I'm gonna lose to a dude eating broccoli and spinach? Look, I don't care that your diet's plant-based, but all the pictures, all the posts, this fuck's too proud. I myself am not a vegan, because I think a balanced food group is just too sound. But how I bomb on him's vegan, and you can tell that from the aftermath when you see a mushroom cloud. I'm just here to shut you down, because the rest of the best in the West are in hiding, and I can't stand these dudes. DDSS said that he'd return if it was against me. Yeah. Well, hear this call out and die. It's in the same tone that banshees use. Okay. Dex 1, Jaws, they can send them. Ill, Pig, it's H1N1. Pathogenic, take them all out. Dex 1, Jaws, they can send them. Ill, Pig, it's H1N1. Pathogenic will take them all out when something nasty flew. And y'all view that older generation like they're one big happy family, too. I view their generation as the A&W menu. The whole family's food. This was your house. This was your house, but it's my house now. And that seems true. I'm taking your #1 spot, and I'm setting up shop tonight. Now my reputation's got squatters' rights, because it can't be moved. Let's go. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I said, what did you say, Ellipsis? Before this, everybody had the dog smoking dude. Crazy. You want to mention an umlaut against Ellipsis, because you knew that they'd put dots over you.
That was crazy.
Big difference. I said, December 2021, I first saw the suggested in comments and threads. December 2021, I first saw the suggested in comments and threads by you. Thought it was overconfidence then from eye battle swelling, because that big apple drop must have gone to his head. Did he understand the gravity? Nah, not as of yet, but like a zombie infection. Suddenly it's the talk of the net, and 28 days later, all on the web, I see pathogenic everywhere and an ominous spread. I followed the trending topics to the knot at the end and saw that there'd been an accident and pathogenic was caught in the wreck, got whiplash. I had been cocky and petty, thinking battle bodies. Instead, what I got was a friend, his battered body line broken in a hospital bed. It didn't matter at all that Path had been prematurely trying to talk to a vet, since now all I wanted was just to see my dog on the mend, and that's what we got. I hope he hadn't thought we forget the phenomenal strength of him crossing that threshold from talking with death to unconscious to breath to drawing thoughts to his pen, and it probably makes sense. We saw Path back on his feet after rocky events in a montage, getting stronger as he conquered each step. Yes. He conquered each step. One foot after another. One foot after the other. What we saw was a testament to the warrior's heart that's got you here walking again. But with that all being said, with that all being said, much as I'm glad for Path and really want to express the proper respect, this is battle rap. So what if I hypothetically shot him instead? All right up. Catch him watching Thomas and Friends trying to plot his revenge. Let's go. A ride up! Catch him watching Thomas and Friends trying to plot his revenge with his pussy station for the Percy getting gored and diesel bus when I pull and aim it. Whiskey colored stock with the wooden grain, and goodness gracious, you survived a locomotive path? Bow! Try stepping out the way from where this bullet train and mail Maelstrom, I'll put you in the clouds to send you back to where you hail from. Smoked out champ. Smoked out champ.
That was crazy.
Well, these the bright lights. Now your reign's done. Knock him off his high horse, riding on a pale one. Disrespectful. 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 I shoot a train crash survivor with a rail gun. They dropped right on path. Seen the trailed crumbs and it leads to your gums in the street. Your style's so cookie cutter, Holmes, like a gingerbread house. Don't make me make you desert your address because your whole structure is sweet. I'm conducting a sweep. You get 30'd, then buried in Berta where your sand's getting farmed. Nah, conducting a sweep with a stick like it was actually tar. Nah, conducting a sweep like the rail staff stamping the cards leading coal trains back to the yard. On the plus side, not that kind of conductor. On the negative end, I'm still catching a battery charge. Footnote.
Let's go.
What Pat's writing, I've doubted what you could do. I'm down to renew it too. The bright side is a battery charge, like a solar panel. I swear I just started to get some shine and already my power is through the roof. The maestro's back.
That is insane.
The maestro's back. Composing requiems in wire, shrapnel, fiberglass, revised schematics, the blueprint for a body. He elixidal spiral path. He find in the final act your entire past. I'm behind the tracks. Because all I ever wanted was a rival that could survive the crash. Like Elijah Glass. Bike lanes. I'm a psychopath. I said bike lanes. I'm a psychopath. This guy's brain getting split. The beast. You can see the weight of my fist like it's titanium shipping containers equipped. Even the way that it hits, like freight getting whipped. Yeah, you got hit by that train, but even that train couldn't train you for this. It's a dangerous mix. Brought a warhead to a word fight. I could off-path like a dirt bike, or this would take a toll on-path like a turnpike online. This nerd's like, oh, I used to be 5'10", but I grew an inch after the accident. That fucking scenario you made up's awesome. First guy in the scene to brag about getting stretched out after having a train run on him. That really gave son problems. You got hit by a choo-choo, wound up with a bit of a boo-boo, body clear, then left on a stretcher like, yeah, it'll look different on YouTube. Said I could take him to church or leave his organs exposed. Could draw a line in the sand or keep pathing my sights like a border patrol. Like you after the crash, I'm kind of torn because, bro, I could eat off the train or just split path in two. I'm at a fork in the road like Robert Johnson. Like Robert Johnson, your ambition accepted in kind. The crossroads, he'll transition if the devil oblige. This man's driven on a highway to hell is where he's headed this time. These are your last minutes. Path finished. It's the end of the line. Time. Let's go.
What a great round one.
IQ of 161. Passed his Mensa test when he was knee-high. High school science fair? Not fair at all. Passed his Mensa test when he was knee-high. High school science fair? Not fair at all. For him, it was a guaranteed prize. Master of Technology by 23. I'm talking drones doing all the work around his home like it's a beehive. Genius! And we can see why. An ellipsis is a series of dots. He calls himself Illipsis. Ill, like sick. Intelligence incarnate, this guy. One of those dickheads who's like, yeah, I've been kind of bored lately. I don't know. Maybe I'll just give Harvard a try. Tweet tweed jacket, elbow patches, cardigan, tie, smoking a cigar with his wine, always got extra credit, but not as a just in case my card is declined. That's why I thought Illipsis is a little too on the nose. There's gotta be another entendre inside that's harder to find. Then it was Orion's belt, Ellipsis. The stars had aligned. Illipsis.
Finally.
There's an ellipsis in ellipsis if you target the eyes. Wow! Well, okay, Brainiac. Being that smart is a crime. At least that's how it seems, but it's mad cow disease. Pathogenic's beef with ill starts with the mind. You could walk in here an egghead, but you'll walk out with your head the same shape as Hey Arnold's design. Yeah, you played your part at the heart of the scene, but now that part is benign. In other words, ill got his weight up but wasn't going anywhere. It was localized tumor growth. Quality control, right? Well, I keep the thread count high on the Kevlar vest, and it's my suit of clothes to make a killing. See, I call this a business, but they call it a murder, like a group of crows. We don't understand the content that makes your craft leave Earth, but I assume it's no UFO. And you play into this Einstein image just to give your ego a little boost, some growth. I have to react to everything that you say tonight on camera, just so that I don't look fucking stupid, bro. And I hate that! You know when a girl hangs out with less attractive girls so she feels better about her looks? That's him with us and his intelligence so that he seems elite. Megamind here got a little big-headed. Now I can't leave him be. Sparka, don't watch this. Tonight you'll see an ego die so bad you'll have PTSD. Look at Let's go. It's ill nigh the science guy. Ill. And he's mad right now. Wants to tell me, actually, Wyoming has been hit by winter bomb cyclones before so bad. Yes! Man, pipe down. I got a university degree too, so I don't have to stomach the lecture. And I call myself pathogenic. You want to hold that storm shit above my head? Man, I'm used to being under the weather. 10 years in the game? I figured by now you'd have everything coming together, but that matchup with Joey, whoo! Looked like that brought on some existential doubt. You were best before that date, and they should have left you on the shelf. Your best battles are mirror matches, homeschool, dysfunctional, XQZ, man. Just accept what you've been dealt. You are a bat flying in a circle. All you should be hearing are those little echoes of yourself. Bro, you better get some help, or a niche battler is what you're gonna turn to. Professor Shine, this round I gotta teach him a lesson. Well, hands-on is always what I learned through, so that's how you gonna learn too. You can't compare our intelligence. Path's IQ is street smarts. I know how to take a bookworm and turn him into worm food. Whoa. You look like the type of kid who used to say, yeah, well, I'm rubber, you're glue. But with this weird little growl, I bet it really helped with your people skills. It ain't gonna work tonight. You gotta hit the scene as Mr. Freeze. To figure out how to stop Pathogenic, bro, you need to chill. It is not what you say, it's how you say it. So act like you care more. Fam, listen, it's airborne transmission. It is all in how you're speaking. Ill? Did you catch that? Was I close enough? No,
Say it again.
Let me be for real. I don't want to hear that the West Coast is his business. Donald Trump on a windy day, you get your wig shifted. Yeah, they shit talk. You talk that shit. But 24/7, I am with the shit. And that's a big difference. Round 2, Ellipsis, let's go.
This is a battle! Fucking go!
If believing in Father was all it took to protect you.
Let's go!
It's right now.
No.
If believing in Father was all it took to protect people, the Pope's whip wouldn't need bulletproof glass. Bang! Wow. That's an intuitive line. Truly sublime. The Pope is a human. If you shoot him, he dies. You got a beautiful mind. The fact that gut reaction is fucking ludicrous, bro. You are too stupid to quote. You're not sick. Just got a positive response with one line, one time, and ever since your whole personality's fucking shooting the Pope.
I hate
You can catch Path in Vatican City. Strapped with the blicky. Like, sorry, Father, but if murder's a sin, I guess you'll have to forgive me. This man said he'd really kill himself to rematch Barjay in the afterlife. Honestly, that stuff's got me worried, mate. About your mental health, your priorities, but also that if you do kill the Pope, you'll still keep running headfirst at trains. Just so you can creep up to the pearly gates fucking tucking a 38. But sure, keep making fun of the Pope's whip. Probably shouldn't, dude. Look at his car. Look at you. A vehicle that's bulletproof might be something you should look into. I mean, even apostates might see it as odd taste to be rapping about clapping the Pope with the heater in broad day. But in his defense, the Catholic Church does have an equally strong claim to rubbing people the wrong way.
Let's go!
Hook him!
Rubbing people the wrong way, I'm better than him. Even though I know it kills you to say it, still would have hoped he would see the light. Instead, he just saw ill loom and ate it. Face it. Before this, you had nothing on me but anonymity till the pack card in your backyard. But you got packed convincingly. Got FedEx at your front door just because you had delivery, but your arrival still delayed because you tick no boxes outside of that specifically. And compared to X, I perform like Hitman. You kidding me? I slide on Path. Like the path was slippery.
Sick!
Like the path was slippery. While we're tracking history, for those who don't know, Path was a zookeeper. He's done a whole 360, because the new block that he's spinning, about to break a killer out of this pen like Free Willy. Really? Where you were tidying the elephant rooms, getting shit thrown at you by aggressive baboons, dodging pelicans, whatever you were expected to do. I had legends come through. I'm talking Saurus, Real Deal, Sketch, Cheddar in school, Quill and Chrome, Chilla Jones, Flex, Farrell and Lou. Do you get it, my dude? Fuck the specimens you kept in a zoo. I'm trying to tell him. I got animals on my resume too. But I should mention his crew. The Gutter Gorillas. Dog, that name's tough. My guy saw Cocaine Bear, like, damn boys, we gotta step our game up. It's hard out here for a chimp. I said it's hard out here for a chimp. This guy's funny. Bet you in the lowland gorillas getting wild money. Don't get on his bad side, because Path rides with the crime monkeys. That is silly stuff, sir. Little brother, make me really wonder. Gutter gorillas. Bro, you had to be at work by 8 cleaning the gorillas' gutters. But Path can get through to apes. Sign language. Truly great. And like you, since I gotta talk to gorillas, I'll use my hands to communicate. I have him navigating a forfeit. One smack and he's sailing orbit. Heard gorillas rapping on stage. To be honest, I kind of expected more of an animated performance. But this was final drive. Kind of expected more of an animated performance. But this the final drive, because the accident made him dormant. Now the guy's progression crashed. How'd you fly to Prim and bam, lost visual clear? I guess blinders get attached, but went to New York. Syntax had the structure of its writing better. Facts, then Toronto, you got marked out by X. That's the final end for Path, like a line that sections sand on a pirate treasure map. And now this guy descends in van, he dying as he stands. Fuck writing 3 rounds, I came to write your epitaph. Oh, I can talk the talk like a polyglot. This a bottle rocket to a Molotov. They say Path's shining, it's Gonzalo thought. Nah, it's cobblestones. Path is on the rocks. You get stomping crocs. Now a boss will knock a gorilla out the game. Like Donkey Kong when his light balloons evolve and popped. Years ago, had the Oscars on. Great performances from Jonathan Pryce and Anthony Hopkins, dog. I hate to call it robbed, but it seems like the Academy have got it wrong. Path's like, what movie? Said the 2 popes. Said 2 popes? Not for long.
He said that I shouldn't have had the Pope's win. Or I should have had the Pope's win. Here's something that you shouldn't say. I got hit with a freight train, not a bullet train. COVID wasn't the first global pandemic. Ill's world domination, there was viral spread that time as well. For a famous third round where Isaac's idols knelt, and he painted a picture where organized religion and organized crime would meld. That the church isn't concerned with child health, their concern is what you've earned and can return to their tithes and wealth. That there's no heaven in the sky or hell, those are lies they tell when you're scared and by yourself. Going on and on, so that the lines were felt as if religion was this punishment, a giant welt that was left on America when it was slapped with an area that they called the Bible Belt. I listened to that round and I thought, yeah, fuck the Pope. That guy can melt. Let's go. X asked what they do to me in Sunday school, bro. What'd they do to you? I just made some bars. You're out here telling people if they think Jesus wept, it's actually a cry for help. Look, I didn't believe either. But dying at 25 was still the card that I was dealt. So how can you tell me that there's nothing? There's no afterlife tonight. How can you tell me that there's nothing? I didn't meet him. I don't know what Christ is like. But how can you stand there and tell me that there's nothing when I remember nothing that whole week? I guess actually you might be right. But still, these beliefs are quite the sight. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's super atheist. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's super atheist. His kryptonite is A-Ward and the rest of the four horsemen. Thank Darwin that they're not here. Tonight he fights off. Thank Darwin. Tonight he fights off. His kryptonite is A-Ward and the rest of the four horsemen. Thank Darwin that they're not here. Tonight he fights off Muhammad Man, Bad Buddha, Jewish Jesus, the embodiment of what he would call fear. Will our unfaithful hero survive, or will he be converted? Will our unfaithful hero survive, or will he be converted? Find out on next week's episode of 2-1 God Clear. In his culture, there's only low, mid, and high because there's no refutable evidence to prove that there's ever been a God. Tier. Sorry. He doesn't think souls exist, but emulates soul? Man, it is all weird. I guess there's just no soothsayers through prayer. He's too layered, just spitballing his notes like chewed paper. Sci-fi. New lasers, a few phasers will duel later. High noon, 10 paces, 2 craters. I got both hips strapped like Tomb Raider. He wants the stock of souls like Dr. Scholl's, but what else would you expect from Nat Shoemaker? Oh, it's Schumacher. Oh, pardon me. Right, Schumacher. You'll lose proper. Big teeth. Let's go. All right, Schumacher. You'll lose proper. Big T, the blue block, a room rocker. We're in the railway club, bro. And this shit hits like a train. Mi casa, su casa. He doesn't believe in souls, but emulates them and died to the emulation. I am the truth dropper. You want to be viewed as this crazy intellectual writer, but you're copying him for it. You don't symbolize our country like roots or moose or hockey. This shit's boring. Trying to serve us the Canadian soul, but the product the kids pour in is probably imported like coffee from Tim Hortons. That reality check that you need, this is it. He's trying to get that ball rolling, but it's an uphill battle every day for him like he's Sisyphus. Y'all might not catch that reference, but he does, and he thinks that shit is lit. The story says I'm supposed to pill ill. Good thing I stick to scripts, clip equipped with antidepressant bullets. That'll turn that frown upside. They're flipping lips. You wanted the soul. You wanted to smoke? Well, this is first-class funk to some snickle fritz, the most high. Even if I don't appear devout, the difference between us is night and day, like lighting sage. This shit can make a ghost drop. I'll literally smoke a spirit out. And regardless of what you believe when you wave it around the room, I'll bet it clears the house. Canada's top 5?
Go.
How about we leave him out? Because he went to beast mode and was saying, I'll have that white girl up, test it. Bro, no, you didn't. But you thought that drug talk skills must have? The vegan kingpin?
Yeah.
Cocaine VZ? It may be a little puff pass, but if you really think the kids touched glass or lips had white residue on them, it was a milk mustache. Bro, I think that pandering shit's just trash. So fuck your war and peace. I'll set fire to the laurel wreath if that gets mentioned. Reinvent the wheel into tank treads powered by a gas-injected Panzer engine. Y'all don't have to ask the question. Class in session. I'll put pieces of ill on Mike. Y'all thinking, duh, that's a staph infection. I'm thinking he started... Y'all thinking, I put pieces of ill on Mike. I put pieces of ill on Mike. Y'all thinking, duh, it's a staph infection. I'm thinking he started with a red shirt, but now it's everywhere and the red's worse, so there's a chance it's sepsis. You're right. You're right. Your bars are don't touch, because they're a bad investment. That's expensive. And my bars are so... What? Did you catch the sentence? Just another motherfucker whose act's pathetic. You don't see something sick as fuck without pathogenic.
Fight back! Get him!
Let's go.
Yo, hold it the fuck down. We got one more round. Yeah, shut up!
Thank you. You and Syntax was a valiant effort, from what I had heard. Just to play the blues and fall flat in a minor third, bro would climb to Jotunheim. You on the Giants' turf, and when he brought Scott Lang when he fought Kang a microverse. This zookeeper's footage isn't cut out for life on Earth, and that's becoming gradually apparent. Like childbirth, money on his head. Money on his head. I got the price alert. I'll dock holiday pay, and you get a tombstone for the showdown like Wyatt Earp. Oh, we fighting? Sure. Try your worst. Tyler Durden, he throw a punch, and only one guy gets hurt. Fuck a scrap. Fuck a scrap. My style's matured over time like a wine reserve, the brains of the operation, with a bone to pick, cause you couldn't even strike a nerve. This guy's so behind the curve. Oh, your rhino swerve? Whoa, your rifle burst? Bro, this guy's a nerd who claim he calling hits and robbing thick now that the lines have blurred, which is fine. Which is fine, but it's why this twerp's ascendancy I find absurd, cause who you think showed him how that style works? At your brightest. At your brightest, you were only ever light and burst. That's not how being fire works. Like Heisenberg. Like Heisenberg showed my student to cook just to show him how the science works. Now, path following my footsteps, the tides have turned, but there would be no pathogenic spread if it weren't for ill. I mean, someone really sick going viral first.
Talk to me!
So I'm giving you a shot. I am giving you a shot. It's what the guy deserves, because if you're pathogenic, then I'm the cure. I've observed. You do what I do, but put a fraction of the character in it like a Horcrux. I try to tell him stop that. You try to tell me or what? Great question. Man, I got a sword tucked. Have it spill in your guts. Quick, ching, ching, turn path into a shortcut. Big difference. I sent him back to the bottom tier in a gimp suit. I got him speared with a ginsu. You went from performing on a charity memorial to here volunteering as tribute. Man, let's keep it 100. Because as pansies threaten, this is war and peace. Laurel wreath to a Panzer engine. Nah, I'm in a different bag for him. It's a pacifist to a wing battalion, a sinking raft to a British galleon, a white flag to a red flag, a flimsy handkerchief to a pincer stratagem, a dog to a hawk as it twists his talons in, but smoked out champ, whew, he got a pin medallion. Monumental decoration, like an obelisk, but it's coming with an asterisk, because you were in a kitty-sized talent pool, wearing water wings and paddling in the shallow end, and the league you led to its disestablishment. Smoked out battles. Is this your champion? Nah. What's really happening is he was just the biggest man in that little class of his, like Billy Madison. What's really happening is he was just the biggest man in that little class of his, like Billy Madison. He delivered passionate, but really his composition is single-faceted, like MC Escher if his pen rose. It's the illusion of movement, compensating for the distance that it isn't traveling. I could flip the manuscript, pull your bookings. I could flip the manuscript, pull your bookings. Now path back on the shelf like hidden passages. I could flip the manuscript. I could flip the manuscript, pull your bookings, now path back on the shelf like hidden passages, mollywop him, Bonnie Rotten, I go tit for tat with them, trolley problem, flip the switch and pick a path to hit. He was tied up with a train crash.
What the fuck?
He's 5'11" now. Big congrats to him. Bitch, you could be 6 feet from a different accident. Yeah, you got height on me, but it's not a disadvantage because we talk bank accounts and that'll tip the balances. Dogfight. Popeyes without the spinach cans or the chicken sandwiches. Bro, this get bad for him. This get bad for him. I put Path on the news. Don't switch the channel. His face on milk cartons where his missing talent is. His name on every billboard like Jimmy Pattison. You're a bottom rung gatekeeper. You're a bottom-rung gatekeeper. Got me questioning the business practices when you guys have got the final boss interacting with the middle management. Sure, you got some stuff. You got some stuff. Not enough. If that was the position I was in, Nat'd quit. Thought he'd raise the North. Instead, he leaving the West deeply depressed like Kim Kardashian. Told me you're the best. I was bored to death like King Baratheon. This has got me thinking. This has got me thinking that I've been triple vaxxed again because I'm up in arms. And with each little jab, I'm getting rid of every single pathogen. You are a pathetic ass tryhard. It's an acronym. But really, he stands for nothing. So it's the antonym. I put this insect's flaws under the magnifying glass. So if Path on fire, I guess it's the antonym. Bring the ambulance. Bring the ambulance. Nah, send the coroner Path's way. Every punch deforming this man's face. Curb stomp him. To his memorial. That way. You get the picture. At your vigil, don't expect the proportions to translate, because you see how shortly it can change from portrait to landscape. This is crazy. From portrait to landscape, this your gravesite. I came to take flight like the inflation crisis, and yesterday's price is not today's price. Don't care about your Catholic grudges or views on animal husbandry. I don't care about your smoked out champion cummerbund for amateur fuckery. All I care about is the tragic discovery. Now he's standing in front of me that cheating death and getting a second chance is a luxury. Watch your back, Path. I had your back, Path, but I put Path back on the path to recovery. It's Ellipsis. It's Ellipsis. Canadian king, killer, I'm in business. You shit talk, I talk that shit.
It's a big difference.